Hello everyone. As you probably know, my name is Sergey Gribnyak. I'm the head of research for Waterfall Protocol, and we are opening our third AMA session this year, and it is actually seventh in total. So I'm passing the word to our colleagues who will be helping me addressing the questions. And yeah, let's get it started. Passing to Alex.
Hello, I am Alexander. I am development team lead on the Waterfall project.
Hello, everyone. My name is Evgen Leonchik, and I am from the Waterfall research team. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so let's probably, considering the fact that it is not our first AMA, let's not maybe spend too much time on the introductions and go straight to the questions. So question number one, why we're not doing it on Telegram and why we switched back to Zoom? We will be doing again it in Telegram, but currently I'm in Dubai and basically Telegram is blocked here. So I came here for Satoshi Roundtable, and in 1 week I will be back to the States. And so next one probably will be doing last time.
Thank you very much.
Who was that?
Hooligans.
Okay. Okay, so that's good. So basically, yeah, once Satoshi Roundtable finished, we will basically I will return back to the States and we will start keep. That's interesting. So glad we are attracting attention of some fans. Not everyone is showing their admiration in a different. I mean, showing their sympathy in the same way. So I hope this was signs of sympathy and not like a signs of any sort of hostility, but we definitely appreciate the attention. So again, so first question, why we're doing it on Zoom is addressed. So let's get back to the list. So the first question is, after launching the mainnet, are there any plans to support big holders? So I will address this question. So the reality is that Waterfall is built to be very decentralized. And as we highlighted many times, we are first, it is enabled on the consensus level, it is enabled on the low node requirements. It is also basically tokenomics is designed to support high level of decentralization. So basically our goal is to we can say that from the security standpoint of the protocol, it is better when there are a lot of small, we can say, like if it is proof of stake, it is small holders, basically a big amount of nodes which belong to different people, than like a few people who owns big amounts of nodes. So so in general, you probably will not be limited to holding any particular amount of coins. So if somebody will decide to be a large holder, then basically it will probably be doable the same way it is doable for any other technology. But it may limit the voting capabilities of these coins, because we somewhere would like to implement the voting procedure as for particular procedures, right? For particular types of voting, like one human, one vote procedure. So in that sense, so no matter how many person for that type of decisions where this is applied, it wouldn't matter how many coins holds this particular person. So the voting power will be still, one person, one vote. But in general, yeah, probably the answer is yes, but we are more focused on the different direction of this, and our technology is designed to make it happen. So the next question is, how does Waterfall ensure data consistency and integrity across the shared ledger and transaction pool when deploying multiple autonomous workers on each node? So, Evgen, please, yeah, over to you. And this, by the way, this question is a little bit related to the previous one.
Yes. First of all, thanks for this technical question. From meeting to meeting, questions are getting more sophisticated. That's nice. So every worker has two essential components, the coordinator and the validator, both playing key roles within their respective networks. The implementation of the Waterfall platform supports the possibility of deploying several autonomous workers on each node with a common ledger and pool of transactions. In other words, the node stores the ledger and transaction pool, and workers deployed on this node can use them. Hence, RDD memory size doesn't increase when you add additional workers on your node. The main message in that is that workers deployed on the same node use the same ledger and the same transaction pool. So with Waterfall, especially developed subnetworks technology ensures scalability in terms of transaction processing capacity within the shared networks. A transaction pool is split between nodes by applying a clustering algorithm. More details can be found in 2 papers published in IEEE and ICM journals. In addition, now we are preparing for publication about virtually unlimited sharding. The fractal network structure provides unlimited growth in the number of shards. Therefore, scalability and decentralization are achieved not only on the entire system, but also on the parts it consists of. I hope I answer this question. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Evgen. I'm sure you did, but if somebody have any follow-up questions, please do not hesitate to ask. We're always happy to support you with the responses. So the next question is, can you elaborate on the mechanisms in place to maintain synchronization and accuracy, especially in scenarios where the network experiences changes in demand and workload? Alexander, over to you.
Thank you for the questions. To answer this one question, I need to answer 3. How do nodes find each other? How do nodes connect to other nodes? How does synchronization occur? First question, how do nodes find each other? Nodes connect to boot nodes, which are specified in the code or in the node's startup parameter. Information about other nodes is obtained from these nodes. The node populates the list of nodes using the Kademlia table. We use Kademlia table for save peers other nodes. How do nodes connected to other nodes? Using the Kademlia table, the node attempts to establish a connection with other nodes. It finds out what the latest finalized epoch is on the remote node. And if it's greater than the current one, synchronization is initiated. Of the epoch matches, it simply waits for a new block and downloads its parent if they are not present on the node. How does synchronization occur? At the moment, the Waterfall network supports only full synchronization, which means that all blocks and their transactions are downloaded and applied. Further coordinating node synchronization up the finalized epoch. And at the same time, if concurrently transmit information about the skeleton blocks to the shard. Concurrently, upon receiving the skeleton blocks, the shard downloads the extended blockchain from other nodes, which is based on this skeleton's block. So, after the node has synchronized up to the finalized epoch, synchronization occurs. This is where the coordinating node synchronization up to the latest slot, while the shard simultaneously downloads the DAC from several shard nodes in parallel. After the node has synchronized up to the latest slot, optimistic finalization is applied, and the node transactions to normal operation mode. It receives new blocks, and if parent blocks are missing, they downloaded parent blocks. So we have different steps, and while we synchronize it, in future we have plans to improve that and use fast synchronization, where we not will start synchronization after finalization checkpoint. I think it will be on mainnet in this year. Thank you for the questions.
Yeah, thanks, Alexander. Yeah, let's go to the next question. So what specific advantages does your platform provides in terms of security, scalability, and decentralization? So let me put it this way. When we're talking about this security, scalability, and decentralization, this is this famous or infamous trilemma. But reality is this. It is actually not a trilemma, it's more a dilemma between scalability and decentralization. Because security, if project doesn't have security, then it's not like a fintech project. So we made a step further towards the exploration of security. So we do have kind of two types of achieving finality. It is described in our paper, and soon now also we will publish the basically the defense of this paper on the conference. Basically, I was presenting this paper regarding this kind of mixed type of consensus algorithm. So it is a step forward, and it is an advancement. However, main achievement is scalability and decentralization, because first, Waterfall, to our best knowledge, again, the most scalable, the most decentralized technology currently present is Ethereum, with 900,000 nodes. We are able to have, actually, we are aiming to have millions of nodes even on this stage of development, and going forward, this number will be growing. So basically, this allows us to become probably the most decentralized technology which is currently available. At the same time, you know, Ethereum is facing issues with scalability. It's kind of known fact. And we can be very scalable and we don't have these issues. So if we, for example, will compare ourselves to, let's say, one of the most scalable protocols currently, but which are not EVM, they're using other programming languages. We are compared to them by scalability, but we at the same time we have EVM and lower node requirements and more decentralized on the consensus level. So if we are comparing us to the EVM, scalable EVM technologies, so let me put it this way. Currently, we have on our network like 2,333 block producers. Last time I looked at it. So this number is actually more than most of the protocols have on their mainnets, right? And so, and also they EVM protocols, they are usually not as scalable as the other ones. So we do have our advantage. We do have advantages in kind of in these both subgroups of protocols, and combination of scalability and decentralization, it is frankly rather met and in reality of the in current popular technologies, there are not that much of technologies which are able to deliver the same. So I hope it helps, and we are happy to provide more details on this topic if needed. The next question is, are you going to fork for software updating? And in case yes, how often? So this question will be, we address it together with Alex. So basically, we will be doing forks for software updates, and we will be doing it rather often compared to most of the technologies. Why it is like this? We have currently advantages in our current state. We already have some advantages to things which are happening on the market. But we have like a long roadmap, a lot of things which we are highlighting are yet to be implemented. We are a pretty agile team, so we are doing things, I mean, we can say efficiently. So we basically we can do things faster than average in the industry. Let's put it this way. And because of that, we definitely will need to release the updates. We are enthusiastic, and we are currently exploring multiple development of the multiple direction of development of Waterfall. So yeah, be prepared. We will try to make this fork and software updates as convenient as possible for our users. But you need to be mentally prepared that it will be happening, and this is good that it will be happening, because frankly speaking, the practice of software development, there, by the way, there is a narrative, you know. So, for example, there are technologies which are not getting updated often or not getting updated pretty much at all, but they still working, and this is good, right? It's not common for. I mean, it may be good for a particular use case, particular like small family of use cases for these technologies, right? But the reality of software development, actually, especially when we're talking about mass adoption, it is frequent updates, and and it could be, by the way, a topic of a separate discussion. But for example, I do remember on one of the on one of the like management on software development management training, somebody said, okay, so what Microsoft released I don't know, versions, Internet Explorer version 7 or something like that, and Mozilla released version number 30 something. So basically, if technology, and at that time Mozilla was the most popular browser. So basically, if we are willing to be, we're addressing the question of, we're addressing the task for mass adoption. So we have to be agile, and considering the fact that this technology, it is like a community owned, so we all are members of this, we need to be agile as well as an ecosystem. So let's be prepared for this, and Alex will go into the details of our first testing of this functionality.
Okay, thank you for your answer. We have two types of forks, soft and hard. Soft fork does not require a node update. So a lot of different versions can work together. So you don't need to update node if we have a soft fork. But if we have a hard fork, it's required mandatory to update all the node because nodes with older versions stopped works. We plan to implement a new feature often, like Sergey said. We'll try to use soft forks. So we will often update it and use soft forks. So you can update or not update. It's necessary. But we will fix some bugs, maybe improve some current feature, but it's not necessary. But when we necessary to make radical changes, we will release at hard fork. I think each phase in our roadmap, it will have a hard fork. Now we are testing a new fork with new feature. It's the delegate stake, and I think 2 weeks we will testing it on the DevNet, and we will update this function in testnet 8. So soon we will test hard fork, how it works on our Waterfall network. Thanks for the question.
Yeah, so sounds great. So I hope it helps in understanding our plans, and basically will allow all of us, I mean, I'm talking about the community, the users, and the developers who later will be also invited and engaged into development of the technology, to how the process is planned to happen. So, and the last question for today is actually, have you created a DAO network? So the answer to this question, no, we haven't created a DAO network. We basically, we will be implementing DAO iteratively with different type of, considering different type of decisions and different, we can say, practices of doing this, because there are certain decisions which should be made, like the general voting, one person, one vote. There are certain decisions where we can say expert committees will be more efficient, because people who are making decisions have to have some special knowledge, or you know, being insiders in something, etc. So We will be presenting this going forward, but so far this is the best we can say, and yeah, stay tuned, and there will be more updates shortly. So this was last question for today. There were two interesting people joining this this AMA session with kind of attracting attention in an unusual way. So maybe if there are some other people who would like to ask questions, please feel free to ask them, and we would be happy to address them. Otherwise, it will be... Yes, yes. Yeah, yes. Today's especially interesting AMA session in terms of reactions from audience. Okay, I assume there are no questions. If there will be, please write them in our Discord, our Telegram, our other channels. It will be our pleasure to address them. And yeah, with that being said, it is the end of our 7th AMA session. Now we're looking forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Yeah.